All right, guys, Nick Walker is out of the Mr. Olympia for the second year. Last year he got injured, as we all know, and this year his coach, Matt Jensen, and him made a video together. They're not being transparent enough, but I'll go into what I think is going on. And Nick, as we know, going into shows, he posts progress pictures constantly. He has not done that at all, okay? And just looking at this picture here, look at his face is full. His face is bloated. We all know he's always had a gut issue, but he's resting his elbows on his midsection. Come on. Look how big his midsection is compared to his arms. I've expressed my feelings before about his coach. I don't have an issue with Nick at all. He's a competitor. I'm not a fan of his physique, but he's a good competitor and he's a good bodybuilder. His coach has unalived people. And I say that word on this platform because that's what you have to use. Dallas McCarver was his best friend. He passed away. There's numerous other people clients of his, Brett Wilkins had to drop out because he had some health issues going on and going into a show. And they don't come out and say health issues, okay? I've been doing this a long time. I've been in this industry going on, 22 years now. And Nick literally thought he could win the Olympia. And there was no way. And no one was even talking about him in the mix. People were talking about, Andrew and Samson and, of course, Hadi and Derek, the top two. And what really didn't make sense that Matt was saying is Nick does well. If you watch the video, Nick's past, his life has always been really chaotic and really stressful. And Nick does well under chaos. Guys, Nick, I know other people, competitors and people in their life, chaotic. I'm talking about deaths in their family. Victor Martinez one year lost his mother and another year lost his sister the year of the Olympia. He still competed and looked great. I don't know if you could get any more chaotic than that, but they were trying to say, I don't think Nick's life has been chaotic. I think he's lived with his parents a long time. He moved to Florida, moved to Vegas, and moved to this place, So I think he just pushed his body too hard. Matt has pushed his body too hard, and you burn out. The body burns out. You eventually get to a point where you've taken so much PEDs, GH, insulin, IGF, where your body's like, okay, this is where it's at. It's not getting any better, and it's just going to get worse. I believe Nick probably pushed it even harder this year with the gear because, he thought he wanted to win the Olympia. Who doesn't want to win the Olympia that's on this level? But Nick, from the very beginning's mentality was literally like, I'm going to win. I want to do this. I'll do any possible measures to do this. And his coach has led him on this path. I think his coach, at least, he's pulling him out, what do we are, several days out, but a week out. But his coach has hurt a lot of people. I've had people come to me that has had kidney failure that Matt was coaching. I've expressed my opinions. People are like, oh, you're just a hater. I have no reason to hate. This guy has hurt a lot of people. These coaches, some of these coaches are dangerous, and they will tell you whatever to do. Look at his track record. Look at his clients. Look at, Dallas McCarver. That was his best friend. This stuff is serious, guys. Your body, this will put you 6 feet under, as we've seen. And Nick right here does not look healthy. I don't know when he made this decision or if they just made it, but we're a week out from the Olympia. Nick's face is extremely bloated. That could be due to a lot of different health problems, heart issues, kidney problems. Like I said, his gut that's always been his issue, okay? He has a wide waist. Who cares? But the distension on it right here, where he's just resting his elbows on it, is crazy. Maybe as time goes on, we'll learn, a few more things. I know, people were saying stuff like, oh, he's probably addicted to kratom and that's messing with him and messing with his body. Hey, that could be that could be a big issue. I know, I've been addicted to pain medicine before, and kratom is a great alternative if you're trying to get off pain meds. People think it's completely safe and this, and yeah, will it take you out? No, usually not. If you take too much, you usually just get sick and throw up. Unlike actual opiates. But is there an addictive method? Yes. Is there withdrawals from it? Yes. Does it mess with your body? Yes. It's gonna cause some a lot of digestive issues. It's gonna cause some bloating. It acts as an opiate. It touches on the opiate receptor. I know a lot of people go against this because they're selling the kratom. I understand. There's a huge market in it, and a big kratom company. They're sponsoring a lot of athletes now. Yes, it's a better alternative to oxys or Dilaudid or dope or whatever. It's a better alternative. And as bodybuilders, we hurt. I mean, I'm retired, but every day I get up, I'm not gonna lie, but like a lot of other people do and pretend they feel good. We hurt. I hurt all the time, just from training. Okay, so I think it was like Nick's body wasn't moving at all. It was probably going backwards. You get to a point where you are burnt out, your physique is done with, and unfortunately, Nick pushed it at an early age. Yes, he is still young, but he has pushed his body extremely hard. Okay, and when you do that, like we've seen before with some great up and comers, like we know Trey Brewer, like our other people. There's a lot of other people that push their body, and your body's like, okay, I'm human. I can't take this abuse anymore. It can't take the amount of food, the amount of PEDs, the amount of GH, and it's going to stop responding. And we've had doubts a few weeks back because we weren't seeing progress pictures. Now this just confirms that. Okay, so let me know what you guys think down below of different reasons. I'm sure more information will come out or get leaked out or whatever. But I just think his coach just says the weirdest stuff. Like I go back to saying his body did good in chaotic measures, but this prep has been really smooth, and his life has been really just stress free, and all this stuff. That makes no sense. Your body's doing worse not being under high stress. That makes literally no sense, Matt. Come on. I mean, Matt talks so much BS. I've seen him on podcasts acting like he doesn't, he doesn't know bodybuilders that shoot certain body parts. I mean, it's just like, come on, dude. So do I think Nick will come back, and compete again in next Olympia? Who knows? Can his body progress any further? I mean, certain people like Andrew Jack, you see, they got bigger. They got, Nick's frame is maxed out. And when you try to push past that, your gut and waist is just going to keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And that's what happens to a lot of bodybuilders. Comment below, guys. Let me know what you think. And it's a bummer to see him out because I don't think he was going to make probably top 4, or to be honest with you. I mean, I thought Martin had a better look than him when they competed against each other. That he barely barely beat Martin by. But let me know what you guys think below. This is a bummer because it is fun seeing him in the competition. He is a good bodybuilder. Let me know what you guys think down below. And it's unfortunate to see this, and I'm sure, of course he's heartbroken. He's crying in the video, which, I think that's all Nick has is bodybuilding. And sometimes in life, you gotta step back and look at, like, what am I doing with my life? I'm literally living my life 24/7, just eat, sleep, and train. And that's all he's been doing too. There's other bodybuilders that have to work jobs, that, have kids, that have a busy life. And so, like I said, this comes down to a health issue, I believe.